Welcome back. In the last video, we downloaded Android Studio and our Java development kit to accompany it. We finished up by creating our first app and named it accordingly My First App. In this video, we'll explore what exactly we're looking at and some of the features that Android Studio offers to us for building apps. The first thing we want to look at is the Project Directory tab. This is the tab on the left side of the screen, and if you don't see it, you can collapse and reopen it by clicking on Project. As we build our apps out, we'll need more than one file, so it's really important that we stay organized and we're able to find different files when we need them. In the drop-down above, we'll select Android, and now we can see all the files we need. At the base of our navigation, there are two paths we can go down. We have App and Gradle scripts. We'll explore Gradle scripts later, but for now, let's open App. This contains three folders titled Manifests, Java, and Res. We can think of these as the three fundamental parts of creating an app. The manifests will contain the important information about our app that lets our phone understand how to run it. The Java folder will contain the logical code that we type. This will be the heart of our project, and we'll use it to tell our app what to do via code. Our Res folder stands for Resource, so this folder will contain the different pictures, screen layouts, colors, and styles that we want to use in our app. If we open up the Java folder, we can see there's another folder named com.example.myfirstapp. Remember how in the last video we named our app MyFirstApp and set the company domain name to example.com? Well, these two names we chose are combined to create a unique identifier for our app called the package name. No two apps can have the same package name when publishing your app on the Google Play Store. If we open our package folder, we see there's one file in here named main activity. We can double click on it to open it, and we'll see all the logic our code currently contains. None of this will make sense to you right now, but don't worry, it will soon. The column of numbers along the left edge allows us to keep our code lines numbered, so we can find anything easier when our file begins growing, and you can click anywhere on this file to start typing. Notice that what I just typed here has a red squiggly line underneath it. This is because while what I wrote makes sense to you and me, it's not proper code, and the computer doesn't understand how to read it. Computers need things to be written in a very specific way in order for things to make sense to them. When it comes to thinking, computers and humans each have their own advantages over one another. Humans are much better at inferring a message. For example, if I told you to go to Amazon.com and buy a new book, you'd understand exactly what I mean. But if I said that to a computer, it would need specific instructions for every step of the process, or else it would get lost. I would have to tell it to open up Google, search for Amazon's website, select the books category, select a book, add it to the cart, enter information for purchasing, and then check out. There'd actually be a lot more steps along the way, but you get the idea. A lot more instructions are involved, but computers have the advantage of processing power. They can do things much faster than humans. Just think about a calculator. You can input any crazy math equation you want, and in a second, the computer will figure out the answer. As long as computers know what to do, they're much better at doing it. If we open the resource folder, we can see a couple options. The drawable folder is where we'll keep any pictures we want to include in the app. Right now we just have Android's preloaded image, but we'll learn how to add our own soon. When we expand the layout folder, we see that there's one file inside named activitymain.xml. Double-clicking on this will open our layout, and here we see what our first app looks like right now. It's got a basic white background and the text Hello World centered on the screen. When learning any programming language, the first program you write is typically one that prints the text Hello World. Since this is the norm, every new project you create will start with this layout. In this file, we can see there are two tabs at the bottom for how to view our layout. These are Design and Text. We're looking at the Design tab right now, and if we click on the Text tab, we'll see the coded details of the layout. When we're in the text viewer, we can open and close a preview of the layout by using the preview bar on the right. Again, most of this text won't make sense at first glance, but the one thing we can focus in on is the line that says text equals hello world. We can change this to anything we'd like, and you'll notice the text in the preview changes along with it. Just like that, we've added a personal touch to our app. In the toolbar above our code, we can see the path for our currently selected file on the left side, and on the right we have options for things we want to do with our app. For now, all we'll need to focus on is the green play button. This is what will actually run our apps on our phone or emulator, and if I click on it right now, a window will pop up asking which device I want to run. There's no phone plugged into my computer, so nothing appears under connected devices, but I currently have 2 emulators downloaded, so I have the option to try running my app on one of these. Clicking OK will launch the app, and that's all there is to it. In the next 2 videos, we're going to walk you through how to set your personal phone to developer mode so you can run apps on it, and how to download an emulator if you want to test your apps directly on your computer. Thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions about Android Studio's layout, just let us know in the comments below.